done a fuck thing to you. And it's every time he goes live. Every time. That he knows, right? That he sees you come in the room and he says hello to you and you say nothing and you leave, you're getting blocked. And I don't have a problem saying who. Like Juliana, how many times are you going to come into his live and he says, hi, Juliana, and then you don't fucking say anything and you just fucking bounce? Don't come in. Don't fucking come in. Don't fucking come in. I didn't get you last night, but I'm going to get you the next time. I don't need that fake shit, y'all. I don't need it. If you're not in my live, to hear what the fuck I'm saying, you better find that bitch on YouTube. Hi, Brittany. How are you?
Morning, guys. We are
because
just
you're
listening.
Not, I'm going to block you.
To Snock. We're listening to Snock. We're listening to Snocky.
Can you guys just block all fake accounts? Block all fake accounts. Anything that looks fake. And anything that doesn't, if it has one of those cartoon-ass fucking profile pictures, they can go to. I don't care how many followers do. I don't care how many followers they have. But it's enough's enough with him. Enough. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. He has never done anything to any of you. He is nothing but kind and welcoming to everybody. I know you do, Mimi, and thank you. I know you do. But Juliana came in that live a couple times. He says hello to her. She doesn't say fuck all and she leaves. And he says, welcome back, Juliana. Welcome back, Juliana. And you don't say fuck all to him. That's fake as fuck. And I don't got time for it. I don't got time for anybody coming into that man's live that isn't genuine and intentional with being genuine. Leave him alone.
Welcome in, everybody. We're listening to Snocky. And before she said something, let's remind people that there are many, many times that I go live and she streams me. So the way that she is she'll say, oh, great, Scammyclaus, you're streaming me, you have no content. No, we're just sitting and listening. Just sitting and listening, folks. Just sitting and listening, folks.
Kristen, you look sus. See you later. I don't give a fuck what... I don't... What y'all don't understand.
Snark is like Jordan Pauling everybody. Nobody's streaming me right now. But usually when I go live, Snark will stream me to see what's going on. Which I really don't care. That's fine with me.
I do not and never need 100 people in my fucking live ever. I start getting real.
Yeah, she's Jordan Pauling everybody.
Gets over 30. I am not here to have eyes on me. I am not here to make a fuck person happy.
So then why do you go live?
To prove a motherfucking thing.
Why do people go live? I'm confused.
But what I will say, and I have made my feelings known to only one person, but the public is going to know how much I disagreed with what went on last night. If you have a platform and you're using that platform to bring awareness, I support that. I support any kind of awareness, especially when it comes to pedophiles and sexual abusers But when you have a responsibility, and if you cannot be responsible with that fucking information, get off the goddamn internet. And if you're using that information because you have beef with somebody and not to bring actual awareness,
Ooh.
Get the fuck off the internet.
Oh boy.
Bye-bye.
Is she referring to Amanda?
Happened last night, and I was invited to that live several times by different people. Had I attended that live, I probably would have crashed out. If you get information, of somebody that is on the registry, putting up that registry, it's me, see you later. Putting up that registry, right? Down where it says however long they're on the registry for, and then it says the victims, and if it says the victim is under 12, information that needs to be explained, that is good enough for everybody. Everybody gets it. If it says victim under 12, full stop. That is enough information for a reasonable person. The informed decision about that person. Getting on the internet and reading the details of sexual abuse, consider with a baby.
Trigger warning, folks. I guess.
Absolutely disgusting. Nobody ever needed
Trigger
to
warning,
hear that.
folks.
It did not do anything to inform people. They were already informed with that registry, and the victim was under 12. That is enough information for a reasonable.
I believe last night Amanda was on live and brought information to TikTok regarding somebody.
Were babies. They deserve to be protected and never fucking exploited. Did we take into consideration the age of those victims today? Did we? Did we know that they could have just scrolled? And now that it's on the internet.
You know what's weird? Remember when that same group brought up somebody's charges? And A lot of people were saying this doesn't belong on social media because there's a victim. I mean, I'm not sure. I didn't hear Snark, complaining about it.
To me, it looks like beef on the internet. Now you took it and exploited victims of trauma, of lifelong trauma. And I never, ever, ever in my life want to be associated with that. Ever.
Nope.
Ever.
Nope. You are, because you know.
If you cannot be responsible for information, then you don't need to be on the. I hope that nobody was horribly affected by hearing that. I hope today there is nobody struggling with their mental health because they sat through listening to that.
Well,
I'd have never made it.
Snark, I don't think you have to worry about that because from what I understand, there weren't that many people. In there, so.
But some people are unable to protect themselves. I don't care about internet when it comes to stuff like that. You need to be responsible. I'm blocking like a motherfucker. Don't block you. I'm blocking you. You should have named your name something else. Because coming in with a
I believe so.
Don't block me name is going to get you blocked quick.
She's mad because I guess Amanda went into some detail regarding the situation with the person. Now remember, this was the same group
you guys really
that put out information on T's husband.
You need,
and again,
I don't know, a family.
And again,
I don't know, a family.
And they said
husband,
that it was like
a child, something.
They said it was to protect people. And
hey,
no,
J-Lo.
It wasn't. It was personal. It was personal.
I hope you're well. I feel bad for those children that were read about. I feel horrible for them. Why anybody needed the sick fucking details of that, I have no idea. Nobody did. Nobody needed that. Nobody needed that. Nobody needed to hear that. I don't even know.
It makes you wonder. I know that I Lost My Remote has said this, and a bunch of other people have said this. There's some of those people that bring this to TikTok. Do they like TikTok? Do they enjoy reading this shit? Because most normal people would not go into details about this stuff because it's not necessary. And I do agree with Snark on this one. Absolutely. There's no need to go into it. You know? All you have to do is say, so-and-so is on the registry. So-and-so did this. They served this much time. They served this much time. They are on registry, whatever. End of story. That's it. If you're just trying to make people aware of it, then do that. You know? Yep. I agree, Sarah. I agree, Sarah. See, so there's sometimes...
But it's real weird to me.
I agree
that somebody
with
in there
stuff
didn't have
that some of these people say that I don't like.
The decency to stop it. To just say, hey, I think this is a little too much, man. I don't really think we need to know all this. And how nobody's heart broke for the victims that were being read about. I don't understand.
Like, for these people get off on it. I hate to say that, but I'm not talking about Snark. I'm talking about Amanda.
Hi, Shiny.
They like bringing this stuff to the internet, and they like going into detail about it, which creeps the hell out of me. Yeah, they're doing it for one reason and one reason only. We all know why. You know, and if they think that nobody realizes it, they're crazy.
If you have a platform, I hope you're even better, Shiny. You have to be responsible. Hey, you know what? To be honest, because I remember not too long ago, a certain guy, a certain person's husband, right? And while giving some of the background, he was attacked by his own people. I remember that.
Huh?
Me too, Shiny, but I got put onto some information that was shared to me a couple different times last night.
Is my chewing too loud? Can you guys hear me? I don't want to be rude.
No. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm holding close.
No, it's not circus peanuts. It's actually
almost 12 hours. What do you mean, Angel?
It's Irish soda bread, toasted. Fun fact. Dentist appointment Wednesday to fix my broken tooth. Thank you, French burnt peanuts.
I don't know what you mean by that, Angels.
Will this deter me from ever eating French burnt peanuts again? No. Eating French burnt peanuts again? No. No. In fact, what I'll do is I make sure I'll chew on that side now because I'll know that that tooth is in better shape. And I'll keep it away from my right side, my mouth.
Motherfucker.
But circus peanuts, no way. I will never eat that stuff.
Y'all are relentless with it.
So, from what I understand, I believe Snark feels that people are reporting her. Now, could that be the case? Yes. It could be. I think that the algorithm, not the algorithm, the AI on TikTok now, that scans lives, I do think it's more sensitive in terms of pulling a live very quickly if it picks up something that's inappropriate. Do people still report? Absolutely. I'm not saying they don't, but I mean, I was pulled last week. I don't think anybody reported me. I think the way that I worded something, I guess could have been perceived as being harassing. But the good thing is after I appealed it, I got it back immediately. So I know that Snark started out today not happy because of that. Because she had been getting reported and getting a lot of violations. Uh-oh. Is she off now? I see she's paused. And to me, it's just windy. Hi, Crafty. Yeah, I know. London. No, I know, London. Sometimes you just gotta take a step back. You gotta chill out. You gotta smell those roses. She's waiting in the visitor center. She could be. Yeah, you know what, Breeze? It'll be interesting to see. I think it's fascinating. It's fascinating how many people move around on this app. It is fascinating. We'll see. She complains in her sleep. That's a good one. I'll tell you this, I've said it before. This app will change you. And I think it could change you both ways. It could make you a better person, and it can make you a very hateful person. And I think when you are a host on TikTok, you're always balancing on that razor thin edge of which way am I going to go. And you need to make sure that you are prepared for which way you are hedging towards. And you need to be prepared to take the consequences of either side. If you want to live your life and be miserable and have a lot of anger and a lot of pettiness and just a lot of anxiety, then fall in that direction. If you want to be able to get off of TikTok, at the end of a live, and you want to be able to go on and you want to be able to go on, and you want to be able to have a life off of this app without bringing it into your personal life, then go the other way. I don't think Snarky Poo is on anymore. I mean, to me, I just see something that just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning. It says she's still on, but I don't think so. Let me see. I'd appreciate that. Thanks, Jay Grandma. Thanks, Trace. Sass, how the hell are you feeling? She's still alive, huh? Let's see here. Let me reload the page and see if that helps. So did you pass the kidney stone? Because I know that's been there, done that, girlfriend. Been there, done that, girlfriend. Let's see here. Some setting ideas. I think right now she might be shadow banned too, because I just went on live and she's not even listed on the live. Like, she's not listed on the live page. Oh, you haven't? Is it bothering you still, or I'm sure they have you on some pretty hefty happy pills in order for you to relax and pass that thing. Okay, let's see. So here's just a quick. Now, see, I don't see her on anymore. I'm on my other account, and I don't see her on. So I'm guessing she just went off live. Yeah, I figured that. I think I caught her right in the end there. When she first got on, she was very upset because she was getting a lot of reports done on her lives. She was catching a lot of harassment and bullying. Again, I don't know. I mean, it could very well be people, manually reporting her. It could be the AI picking her up. Who knows? I think I have to say, overall, with the new TikTok, I was very concerned prior to it going into ownership of the United States. Pretty much, I was concerned that it was going to change and it was going to be really bad. I'm sure there's things I don't know that have changed that are not as good, but I think that the appeals and, when you get a violation, you get an answer back much quicker than you used to, which I think is good. Pep, you're killing me. You're killing me. So, I mean, it will be interesting to see how, the situation that Snark was talking about, how that transpires today, because, from what I've learned on this app is Amanda does like to respond back. So we will wait for that to happen. And we'll see, we'll see what happens. I'm not even going to read the whole post. I'm not going to read it. I'll just comment on it. Somebody posted in the Discord the video that Monster made regarding me, which is fine. I'm not fazed about it. It's funny. She sounds exactly like Florida Man in it. Saying that she's going to be putting information out that I'm hiding. She's going to be putting the truth out about me that I've been hiding. She says that she would like to take me down. I guess she has reached out to other creators on the app and asking for them to do awareness on me, which is pretty funny because the only awareness that I had to do was constantly defending myself from all the bullshit they were putting out. Good luck. Good luck with that. I mean, come on. How many times have I said this isn't my first rodeo? To show the lack of credibility that she now has, and that she has had very recently, is in the video she made. She said that she's going to pretty much continue to do what Florida Man did because we silenced him. So he couldn't get the truth out. And she has all of the information that he had, and she is going to put it out there now. Which to me is just absolutely crazy. You go, girl. You do what you need to do. Unfazed is that would be the word I'd use to describe it. I'm not concerned about it. She keeps saying that she's going to be pressing charges against me. So let's take a look quickly at the California doxing laws. Doxing, maliciously publishing private personal information online to incite harassment, is illegal in California, which prohibits using electronic communication for harassment. Definition of doxing. This includes sharing via electronic communication a person's a person or their immediate family's sensitive personal data, including home address, photos, social security number. Let me think. No, no address. No, no address. No social security number. Photos are all out there. Okay, I'm good there. To trigger with intent unwanted harassment or physical harm. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, didn't do that either. Okay. High burden of proof, despite being illegal, cases can be difficult to prosecute, requiring evidence of intent to harm. That sounds difficult. Yeah, good luck with that monster. I've done more than my share of looking into laws and regarding doxing, regarding harassment, Jesus. I mean, multiple states. Until something is changed, until laws are changed in each state, it's going to be very, very difficult to have those laws be carried through by police departments and to see it through by a court system. Here in America, it's one of the only places, I'm sure, where in order to be able to defend yourself against somebody that is harassing or bullying or stalking, something like that. The only way to do it regarding the internet, since there are no steadfast laws across the boards, the only way you can do it is by filing a civil complaint. And if you want a civil complaint to stick, you really need to get a lawyer. And you need to have a lawyer, speak for you in court, where the defendant is with a lawyer. And, that's the only way that you can do it, and you can do it to make sure that, it's going to receive the proper what is wrong? Huh? In order to achieve that verdict that you want. And lawyers are not cheap. And in order, for a civil case like that, you're looking at multiple thousands of dollars. And, you've got to put priorities in place first. And, I think that happens with a lot of us. But, what's more upsetting is the fact that there aren't even people that, have money where they can say, I want to save this for X, Y, and Z. There's people that cannot afford a lawyer. And, the only recourse is to, sit online and take it from people. Or you have to leave. And, that's the way it's been. And until any of these laws or anything are enacted in the states, unfortunately, the people that are doing the criminal harassment and bullying are going to be the ones that have the louder voice because the laws are really, really kind of tough to, to hold against people. To hold against people. What happened? Oh, no, nothing happened. We were listening to Snark for a while. I was just talking about Monster and how she's the 457th person who said that they were going to sue me on this app. So, just making mental notes of that. And by all means, Monster, like I said, you do what you want. I really could care less. The only thing I ask, though, is can you please spell my name right? There is no E at the end, right? There is no E at the end of Claus. I would appreciate if you would just Scammyclaus, Claus. A clause has something to do with the English language. I don't need that in my name. So, I am probably going to go online in a couple hours. I'm going to go live because I am going to be starting transforming an aged, old, weathered whiskey barrel and slowly start turning that into a work of art. As a cabinet, as a liquor cabinet, and I will be live during that whole process. But I got to do a little cleaning in my garage so I can get all my tools and stuff in there. I will end on a very funny story. Last night I was on the phone. I was actually on the phone with Farrell Tracy, and I heard something outside. Now, where my workshop is. On the other side of the wall is outside, and that's where the chickens are. So I was on the phone, and I heard some weird noises. Can Tracy call you? I don't know. You'll have to talk to her about that. I heard something out of the ordinary sound. Okay, I heard some thumping, and I heard a lot of chaos. And I was sitting there for about 10 seconds, and at the same time, we were like the chickens. So I darted outside with my phone on, and I'm hearing all this noise. And I walk around the coop because my first reaction is, okay, I see 3 chickens. They're out of where they sleep. They look disheveled, like they're, look like how you wake up in the morning when your alarm goes off and you're not ready. Your eyes are a little crooked, your hair's sticking up. Yeah. The girls were looking like that a little bit. And I saw 3. I didn't see the 4th. So I'm walking around the outside of the coop because I'm thinking there's something in there. And I'm looking to see if anything got underneath. And I didn't see any entryway. I didn't see anything, like that. So I went in, and saw the 4th chicken, and they had already started climbing up the little chicken ladder I have for them because they were like, fuck no, we're not going back in that coop. I'll sleep out in the elements, thank you. So I slowly opened the coop, thinking that some beast was going to jump out on me, like a raccoon or a coyote or I don't know, Bigfoot. And I know, it's a good story. Will you let me finish it? Don't give away the ending. So I opened it up, and it was very simple thing. I think they had too many chickens on the perch, because the perch fell. And remember, it's dark. So you have 4 chickens in an area where it's dark. They don't know what the hell happened. All of a sudden, they have zero gravity and they fall. And then, it's little close quarters in there. There's only a little exit way, and you can't, get 2 chickens through at a time. And they are running around, smashing into like the walls, like it hit doom, doom, walls, like it hit doom, doom, doom. Finally, they get out. Yes, they had a lot to say last night. I'm not sure if it was good or bad. But those are the trials and tribulations of having chickens. So, thank God, though, they were okay. I was very concerned at first, but the girls are good. I'm going to go out there this morning and make sure that they are not traumatized. If they have PTSD, I'll sit down with them and have a little talk with them and ask them how they feel. I'll get them through this. Did the building inspector condemn the building? No. The coop is absolutely fine. Okay, so I have to shore the perch up a little. I'll do that, though. I'll do that today. But, if you don't have chickens and you want chickens, you got to get them. They are a hoot. It is a constant, endless stream of joy with them. They're funny. They can be mean. They can be jerks. You can cry over them. You laugh. And all the things. So I definitely suggest if you want chickens to get them. Hi, Andrea. Sign the chicks up for psychiatry. I do have pet insurance. I wonder if it would cover that. I'll have to look into that. So listen, I will, eggs are cheaper emotionally. Yes, they are, Tommy. You're 100. Tommy, how's the squirrel? If you guys don't know, Tommy saved a baby squirrel that fell out of the nest. And yesterday, Tommy was feeding said squirrel with a syringe with milk, and that's all I needed to see. It reaffirms that there are good people in this world, and that when you have to feed an animal with a syringe, with a little thing, I'm not going to say the word, that they suck on to get the milk out. That is a commitment, because that's not like every 6 hours. That's like every 2 or 3 hours. And I saw that last night, and absolutely adorable. Tommy, you are doing God's work. I hope that later on tonight you pop in and you show live how Smish is and feeding them. Yeah, it is like feeding baby kittens. Yep. So, but listen, guys, I'm going to get off here because I am going to come back on live probably in a couple hours. And I have some stuff I got to do around the house. Ruby's giving me the death glare because she has not eaten yet. And, she's hungry. So I will see you guys in a few hours. Have a great morning. If I don't see you later, have a good day. And I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Take care. Justice for Ruby. justice for Ruby, my ass. Bye-bye.